Hello once again. Today I'm gonna talk about two more pieces of recent news that I just read in the Globe and Mail newspaper. The first part is about the foreign interference inquiry. Now you've been following recently. It took a long while for it to be established to investigate any cases of foreign interference in Canada. Problem is, it looks like it's going to be compromised even before it began, with recently a group that cares about what is happening in Hong Kong. The causes of Friends for Hong Kong Canada has pulled out an inquiry, saying the inquiry is compromised because there are three individuals with connections to China being given permission to have very important roles. Now, it's been a long question on why the inquiry would keep these individuals there when they know that their connections to China is obvious no matter how much they want to deny it. That wasn't only the case. 3 weeks ago, a group that is concerned about the welfare of the Uyghurs have felt appalled as well, saying the three individuals, Han Dong, Michael Chan, and Yan Po Ku, have compromised the integrity of the inquiry. Anyway, whether or not this inquiry can get off the ground is another matter, but for now it just doesn't seem to be looking good. It just shows in general how Canada is regards to foreign interference by other countries and not just only China. But it seems for now, China is the obvious threat because there is a large community, unfortunately, sympathetic to the Chinese Communist Party in China. And that no doubt they will influence politicians too, and that the only way anyone will find us is from investigative reports like the Globe and Mail, as such. So yeah, it's hard to tell how it will go from here now, and whether or not this inquiry could get to the bottom of anything at all at this rate, if everyone who wants to participate is going to leave. Now the second piece of news I want to talk about concerns the Prime Minister of Canada and the Premier of Ontario. If you've been following their interactions for the past few years, for the most part, they are usually oppose each other and get into conflicts because they are follow different parties. And yet, what's interesting that within Ontario there is a block of voters in the suburban GTA which counts for like 14% of the population of Canada, which in other words means it's crucial for any party that wants to win in Ontario or in Canada in general. Sometimes the Prime Minister and the Premier will work along. But recently this doesn't seem to be working because the Premier insists on building two highways in the province, claiming it would ease traffic congestion. While the Environment Minister of Canada said he will not provide any more funding to these roads, claiming there are other ways to help the environment other than building roads. This has got the Premier obviously very upset, saying, he will find a way to build the roads with or without the help from the federal government. So yeah, it can go either way for both the Prime Minister and the Premier. Voters tend to vote depending on what they want to believe. While it's true that they elected the Liberal Party of Canada in the last election, and once again the Ontario PCs in the last election, it just shows voters wished both parties on different levels work together, as difficult as they may sound. But for now, it seems the Premier of Ontario is concerned about the carbon tax as well, just like the Conservative Party of Canada. He's doing all what he can to get rid of it, while the Prime Minister that cannot seem to make heads or toes on whether to keep it or not. So yeah, that would be all for today. Thank you.